I want to get to right now Paul Billoni, who's standing by. Hey, how are you?
Real good, Janet. How are you?
I'm excited to do this, Paul, because you know what? There's even talk that next week there could be snow in the forecast. So let's talk about Colvin Cleaners and Coats for Kids.
Well, it's been 22 years with us involved, and it just gets better and better every year. This year, with you on board, with Channel 4 on board, all the other media, it's been great. The word's really getting out, but it's hard. I mean, with the warm weather we've had, people aren't thinking of coats, hats, scarves, and gloves yet.
So coats, hats, scarves, and gloves. And let me ask you this, Paul. Can they be of all different weights? Because there's different, we know this in Buffalo. We get so many weird weather temperatures. Even if you've got lightweight coats, that might help too, right?
Absolutely. Adult coats also we take because a lot of parents come in. I mean, it's so humbling to see a family come in and the parents are like, can we get a coat also? I mean, the need is there, and, people don't realize in Western New York how much need there really is.
Absolutely. I know that the Coats for Kids donations have started. Can you go over the list of locations where people can make their coat donations? Coats, hats, gloves, scarves?
Well, Allstate, there's 38 offices of Allstate, and if people want to know which offices are participating, all they have to do is go to colvincleaners.com, hit Coats for Kids, and it gives them a full list of all the locations. Fidelis Care is our other sponsor. Now, they have an office building. You can go there and drop off. Colvin Cleaners you can drop off. There's a lot of companies that are involved. Citibank, actually, Carlo Mondante, your landlord, he just donated all 9 of their sites, 200 Delaware, 250 Delaware, the Delaware North Building, 285 Delaware, 77 Broadway, 6225 Sheridan Meadows, 6400 Sheridan Meadows, University Corporate Parkway, where you guys are, 100, 300, and 500 building. And what we do then is we give them an email, and companies are doing this. We give them an email. They send it to their tenants, or they send it to their employees, or a combination of both. And then all employees bring the coats in, give us a call, and we go and pick them up.
And then what happens with the coats once donated?
Well, they hit our warehouse, and they're sorted out whether they need to be washed, dry cleaned, or a lot of them are brand new with labels on them. People buy coats, put them in their closets, never wear them. And then what we do is we distribute them. We've got 3 dates that we're distributing them. November 11th at True Bethel Church, 907 East Ferry. November 18th at our Colvin Cleaners Warehouse, 2365 Elmwood. And we've got a new location this year. It's the Knights of Columbus, 36 Pierce Avenue in Hamburg. They're excited about it because they said there's a huge need in the southern tier.
That is incredible. And, right now it's hard to imagine that cold feeling. But to think about kids having to battle the elements of Western New York without a proper coat, I know everybody could dig a little bit and find some coats that you're not using and share those with people who could really need them. What do you do if all the coats don't get given away, Paul? What do you do with them? Do they go to the next year?
Oh, gosh. We run into that with gowns for prom. Right now, we've probably got about 2,000 gowns for prom. They come in all the time. Coats, we don't run into that issue with because there's so many organizations that after our giveaways, all the coats that are left between St. Luke's, between Lenny Lane's Fathers on the east side, Sam Chifa's Bethesda Church, there's probably a dozen other organizations. There's like 3 or 4 refugee programs that we deliver coats to.
Oh, good.
So there's never too many. Let's put it that way, Janet.
I had a chance to, on Western New York Living, I interviewed a Buffalo police officer and his wife. Did they contact you? They work for a refugee center. Yes.
Yes, they did, Janet.
Oh, good. They told me
they have something this weekend, I believe.
Yeah, and they told me the story of, and it's no secret. We get a lot of refugees here in Western New York, and they come with the clothes on their back, and that's all that they have. And many times the parents are willing to just get a coat for their baby and walk around with no coat for a winter, which breaks my heart.
They come from an area maybe where cold weather isn't a thing, so this is a shocker.
If you've escaped an area, you're leaving with the clothes on your back, and that's all you have, and a hope that there will be better days ahead. You're such an angel in our community, Paul. I can't stand it.
Oh, Janet.
You are. What's the award you're getting?
Oh, that, that's something from Business First. It's their C Executive Award. And, I don't know. I'm humbled by it all.
Uh-huh. You're going to be humble like this and not brag? Come on, Paul. All right, let's talk about something else.
Paul's not an awards guy. He's a doer.
I love Colvin
He makes
cleaners,
things happen, which I think is great.
You talk about prom dresses for girls so that they can have that special day, and you talk about coats for people in Western New York so they don't go cold, literally. Those are some pretty special things that you do with your business in our community. So for everybody that's hearing this right now, I'm going to say thank you from all of us because you're an incredible human being. Your entire family, we really love you all.
Yeah, Janet. Well, what you do, there is such a tremendous need, and with you reaching out, you've got such a great reach, and people love listening to you, and you impact so many people. We can't thank you enough for helping.
Now, can we talk about a couple things? I have some cleaning questions.
Absolutely.
Okay. My daughter threw a pillow in the washing machine and, ruined it. Do you not wash pillows? Do you send those to the dry cleaner, and do you do that?
Oh, if it's a feathered pillow, absolutely. What we do with those is we have a machine that has ozone lights in them. So all the feathers come out of the pillow, go into the ozone machine, tumble, sterilized, and any dirt particles or anything like that fall to the bottom of the machine. Then they're blown into a brand new ticking. So when you get it back, it looks like it's a brand new pillow.
Oh, that's really cool. And what about comforters? Does it matter what size they are? Can you handle them?
We can handle them, absolutely.
And then how do I get that smell? Remember where you did that press conference for Gowns for Prom, and there were all the big machines, and it smelled delicious? Clean?
Well, how do you get that smell?
How do I bottle it? It smelled so good.
Well, since 2001, we've been a Green Earth cleaner, so there are no chemical odors in our plants. It's safe for our employees. It's safe for our... people don't realize, I'm going to let out a secret to everybody that's listening.
Okay.
Clothes get wet when they're dry cleaned. There's a solvent that your clothes get totally saturated in.
Okay.
And our solvent, it's been used by the cosmetic industry as a facial base for years and years. It's 100% silicone, has a great hand feel, so there's never a chemical odor in your clothes when they come back.
That's amazing. And so that's what makes you green, which I love too.
Yeah, that, and plus the fact that every light in the place is LED. We recycle all the plastic that comes in. We've got a company out of New England that melts down all the plastic bags that come back from our customers and makes lawn furniture, all our paper, all our cardboard. And the Village of Kenmore is great with us because they take most of it. The metal we have to take to a yard and get that recycled, but all the other things, the Village of Kenmore, they gave us totes, and they got a great program. I love what they're doing with recycling in the community.
Yeah, that's amazing. And my grandmother grew up on Tremont Street, but my question is, if Paul Billoni gets stopped by the Kenmore Police Department, do you get a ticket?
Why would they
usually say, "Hi, Paul, how's everything going?"
Why would they possibly ever pull him over?
Well, if you're going 32
If you're going to
miles...
do 30.5 and a 30?
30
Well, they might.
No, I'm just joking. I know that they all love you in Kenmore. I would
always
too.
obey the speed limit.
Absolutely.
Good answer, as we should all do, everywhere.
Okay. Very cool. Coats for Kids, we're taking donations now. Make it a point to collect what you can give. Coats, hats, gloves, scarves, and help make a difference in somebody's life. Paul, nice talking to you.
Oh, you know what, Janet? Real quick, Channel 4 on the 24th is going to be doing a public gathering of collecting of coats and hats and gloves and scarves at Southgate Plaza and Eastern Hills Mall. I just found out about it today.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
and how long does this go until?
We're going to be collecting through the end of, we'll actually be collecting into December, but our last giveaway is the 2nd of December.
I like it.
But then again, we continue to collect for those other organizations that I mentioned.
All right. I've been cleaning my closets out so I can make my donation.
I'm sure you have a few coats from the kids and stuff that you might be able to donate, Janet.
And you're not lying. I have coats with tags on them. I'm like, what? These Rugrats didn't wear that? So I'm going to be making a donation, too. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, Janet.
We'll talk again to remind everybody about Coats for Kids. That's a great cause and a way to help. And it's so scary to think that somebody would go through the winter without a winter coat.
I got to say, I felt a chill yesterday. It started to feel a lot more fall with the wind coming in.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, this is coat season now.